Manchester will bring and bring him in very quickly. So I can certainly
Francisco. Now, talking about Chelsea's attack, which player right now do you think can replace the first time very effectively?
Right now, I can't really even that I will be leaving Chelsea this season. A very a better should be as a replacement, because the truth of the matter is last season they were able to scale winning to they didn't play. They only played the FA, the league itself, then the
Capital One.
And we know what Champions League is all about. It's a competition where it's champions of champions coming to play. So if you don't have two players, one or two, yes, in the midfield they have that huge problem because of they brought in N'Golo Kante, and also we see what Eden Hazard has been able to pull through. And do not forget that. Hey, girls, I keep hammering on this thing. The Eden Hazard who was fantastic last season. You know, season it might not look the way everybody Eden Hazard to play. Okay. So I think yes, for Conte, he's a very brilliant coach. He knows what to do. He knows how to do right. And I want to believe that he's still in search to know more. Because at this point in time, you cannot really pinpoint who you want to bring into the club until you are beginning to say, okay, maybe this player is trying to leave this club. This player is leaving this club. I think I need this player into my team. By and large, having said all of those things, yes, Chelsea, fantastic champions of EPL. I think the fact that they are going.
All right. Well, playing the Champions League, that's a plus competition for Chelsea. They were absent the last season because of their qualification. They didn't actually qualify for the Champions League the last time out. It's really interesting looking at the availability of players in the market and how the transfer rumors keep coming out. But Chelsea definitely need a replacement in goalkeeping department because of the departure of Arsenal Begovic, who actually joined I think Bournemouth recently. Now that's something that Roman Abramovich will definitely be looking out to do, as well as the sporting director Menalo. Now it's a lot of news coming out from the transfer world. But let's just give you this update from the transfer market. We can tell you that Carlos Tevez, the man who made a switch to the Chinese Super League, is saying that he could leave the Chinese Super League in no time. You know, that's the thing. You want to be in the limelight and perhaps you're not getting that right thing. Also, Tottenham are also in for Keita Balde. Now they are also interested in signing Keita Balde. Ryan Giggs is really anticipating his career as the manager of Southampton. Guys, let's talk about that Ryan Giggs thing. I think it's really interesting. He hasn't really had any tests of his mettle. Now he's taking up a managerial position in the English Premier League, and Southampton stepping into the shoes of a great man. Paul, I mean, do you think Giggs will really live up to expectations? Bruce, in that question is for me very quickly.
I want to Southampton have a strong team in their ranks. I don't think that they will stop with relegation whatsoever. Now, Giggs not having experience is the biggest factor we have to put in this equation. Now, he is the man that wanted to be given, he wanted the role at Man United. He was not given that role at Man United. He was disappointed. He thought he could go ahead with it. This is the perfect opportunity for you to cement your place and make sure that if, for whatever reason, it wasn't already the next 2 seasons or thereabouts, you're to take over. This is very important for him. He refused to go to the championship. There were several offers for him last time. He refused to go to championship. Now is an opportunity for him. They are playing like you have players that are good. There's no excuse of we have average players within the squad. We know that Southampton is a club that has always been young players and efficiently good players as well, who they are already even touting for transfers around the world. Now we are also knowing that one of the central defenders, Van Dijk, is rumored to be on the move. Several key players are also not, they are very, very good players in that team. This is a perfect opportunity for him to cement his place and make sure that if for whatever reason United need a new manager. This is what.
All right, let's move over to Spain, and finally we'll talk about Barcelona as we wrap up the transfer segments. Now, Barcelona, last season, a lot of people will say was really disappointing for them. They only won the Spanish Copa del Rey, and Real Madrid did the double. They won the Spanish and they also won UEFA Champions League. Barcelona did not do their usual trophy parade this time around because of the fact that a lot of people will think that last season was a failed one. Now, Barcelona, as we know of late, they have been prone to some errors in terms of conceding goals and perhaps not being able to defend properly. Now, that's a major question. They started by making a move. When Luis Enrique left the club, they announced Ernesto Valverde as the new coach of the club. Now, Ernesto Valverde, of course, is the former coach of Athletic Bilbao, also Spain, a team in Spain now that has also been troubling Barcelona of late. Now, this man has had an history with Barcelona while he played under the former, the late John Cruyff. Now, he's a fantastic player, but will he be as fantastic as a player, as a coach, as he was as a player? Now, let's look at Barcelona. Your analysis of the defense line of Barcelona, Francisca. Let's analyze the defense line of Barcelona.
Olamide, in as much as I've been following Barcelona, Barcelona has not taken to defense. They've in the midfield, and the reason why we actually saw them was because of the fact that that midfield was not solid enough compared to what we used to have. The likes of Andres Iniesta coming in and doing the job. We didn't see the likes of Rakitic actually coming to the front this season. And also, Messi at a point in time when we realize that there is a problem in the sometimes it tries as much as possible to allow Messi come down into the I think their major problem this season was because of the fact that was not complete enough. Then if you're talking about I can't remember the last time Barcelona had a fantastic defense because as I said they are not that defensive minded. All they know how to do is to go out and attack them. What is the problem in the midfield? Well, of course, a solid midfield. Going forward, I think it's just going to be very, very fantastic for you. And also, I also want to tell your mind back. I'm not surprised with what Barcelona won this season because 3 seasons ago they won the Champions League, the La Liga. 2 seasons ago was just the and the season.
So you're saying is 3-2-1. They won.
So maybe in the next season you will come back the treble.
All right.
What they know how to do.
It's fantastic.
It's going to be very, very. Except if they make a signing this season. But if they still want to continue with the players they have with the likes of Iniesta, who has, I don't know the word to use, which has actually come to play. I think we actually need for Andres Iniesta because Lionel Messi cannot do the job alone.
Alright, well, Francisca Freud is a hub, I have to say. Anyway, talking about Barcelona, one name that has been linked with the club in the recent days is Marco Verratti. Now, Verratti is this kind of combative player who plays for PSG. A lot of people say he's fantastic, and he has been seen as the immediate replacement to Xavi. Now, that's Xavi, both is still yet to be killed. Now, Wilson, Verratti, do you think Verratti can be that missing link in the Barcelona midfield? Because the midfield was off for me.
Yeah, it wasn't just the midfield, it was the defense. I think the attack line was fine. I think they had a lot of goals last season, as usual. But they could not stop things from scoring and they could not dictate pace as much as they used to on several occasions. Now, we have to realize that Marco Verratti is someone that has all of the attributes that Xavi Iniesta had. Marco Verratti is even, I think, in my opinion, I think Verratti offers a little bit more in terms of his aggression, in terms of his pace, in terms of the way he controls the game. Yes, Xavi has that as well, but Verratti is well respected in Italy because of these dynamics. go to any Italian team right now and ask them about Marco Verratti, they only have good things to say about him. If you've seen him play, you know what I'm talking about. His long-range passing, almost efficient. His short-hand passing, fantastic.
Reminds you of Xavi, right?
He is almost the complete replica of Xavi, just with a few more improvements on it, especially in terms of aggression. You don't find him having the niggling injuries that Xavi used to have during his career, the knee injuries and all of that. Verratti can go lots and lots of games without having those problems. He's combative as well, as I mentioned. He can go into tackles and win the ball for you. That's what you need in your central midfield. Especially with likes of Busquets not performing up to scrap. Now you have a Rakitic, Busquets, and a Verratti in your midfield. Isn't that a complete trend?
Okay, listen, already imagining how the lineup for Barcelona will be. As a matter of fact, you can call us in and contribute. The numbers to call is 0129195503. You can call 0129195503, and then just air your view. Now, I'm starting to imagine. Wilson just painted this picture in my head. And, imagine a Barcelona starting lineup with, you have Ter Stegen in goal, you have Hector Bellerin, you have Piqué, and you have Samuel Umtiti. And also, you now have Jordi Alba. And then you move over to the midfield, you have Sergio Busquets, you have Marco Verratti, and also Rakitic. And then you go to the attacking lineup, and you have the trio, MSN. Do you know what damage that team can do?
Another thing, with their bench, because when probably one of the two talking about Messi and Suarez and so you cannot find a proper. I think they just need to look to get a proper routine. When you Messi, you can see a replicate of Messi, or if you don't have Neymar or Luis Suarez, you can always see. I don't think
that was a problem for them last season.
I really don't think that
there were no major injuries. There were no injuries. Unlike Real Madrid, where you saw Ronaldo having picked up one knee injury at the beginning of the season, where Bale went into a stretch of injury, when Benzema went into a stretch of injury, so there were lots of trouble in coming up. If Barcelona will now have options, if they bring in Verratti, if they bring in Bellerin, there are some defenders that will have to go and sit on the bench. Andre Gomez, a young player that many were touting to be up for the next great thing, will have to go to the bench. That's a good player that can come off the bench for you once in a while and provide some options for you in attack. But all of that still boils down to the fact that they need some little bit of grit in that central midfield. Something that needs to be brought in. Look at Real Madrid. Look at the job that Casemiro, Toni Kroos, and Modric.
And they still want to get in N'Golo Kante. Hey,
just imagine
ladies and gentlemen.
Imagine those three now having N'Golo Kante working alongside them. N'Golo Kante can come in and destroy anything on his own day. So that is what Barcelona needs to work on right now. They need to have an efficient central midfielder as well as covering for the full-back position. I think that's very important.
Okay, no problem. So as we wrap up the transfer segment, we're just going to throw on Marco Verratti, who could be the next best thing in Spain. The next best thing in Spain. And then when we come back from that package, you'll be seeing the MPFL latest news coming. Of course, we're going to be giving you the pictures as well as the results of the match that was played yesterday. Nigerian Professional Football League can be stingy with goals. Alright, we'll go on a break, and when we come back, we're still talking sports this morning with a little focus to the Nigerian Professional Football League. Stay with us.
There is still some anger among Barcelona fans after the club's disappointing end to the season. Only around 8,000 supporters turned up at Camp Nou to pay tribute to the 25th anniversary of their team's first European Cup. After seeing Real Madrid win the last and also the Champions League, many were on the move to celebrate past glories. Luis Enrique left the club at the end of the season, and the Asturian could only manage the Copa del Rey trophy in what many Barcelona fans believes is a disappointing season for the Catalans.
Ivan Rakitic. Messi. Messi! Superb goal from Leo Messi. And he threads a pass in the Neymar, then keeps going, gets a pass back, doesn't touch it, just... Look at him from this angle, he curves it straight in the posting stop. That is brilliant. Oh my goodness, what a man. This is Messi, promising for Barcelona. It's Andre Gomez. The tap in for Messi. Messi trying to wriggle away through. It's a brilliant pass. I'll get there. 3-1.
Barcelona announced that former Athletic Bilbao coach Ernesto Valverde will become the coach as a replacement for Luis Enrique. The former Barcelona player was appointed because of his understanding of the club's philosophy of tiki-taka, a pattern which many has criticized. During his unveiling, Valverde expressed his desire to maintain the philosophy but also change some elements in their play. Barcelona's team frailties were exposed seriously by teams who spotted the hole, particularly in defense and in midfield. PSG destroyed the Catalans 4-0 in Paris, only to capitulate in Spain. Juventus also beat the Catalans 3-0 in Italy, in what was a confirmation of the ability of the team to self-destruct. In defense, since the departure of Carlos Biel, the team has struggled to find a replacement. In midfield, the departure of Xavi Hernandez has a void that has not been filled until now, but all that could change. Marco Verratti, the PSG power player, is one name that has been heavily linked with the move to the Catalan club. He is one player that shares heavy similarities with Xavi Hernandez. Verratti is almost a carbon copy of Xavi. He is at least the closest a player can come to a like-for-like replacement for the World Cup winning Spain superstar, and that is why Barcelona is so keen to recruit the Italian international this summer. The midfield masterclass from the 24-year-old helped PSG beat Barca 4-0 at the Parc des Princes in the Champions League. Only recently, Barcelona superstar Lionel Messi was spotted in the same bar with the PSG midfielder, so sparkling up an intense speculation linking the player with the club. If Barcelona really went to compete with Real Madrid, a statement of intent with the signing of the creative and combative midfielder. Already a fearsome line, Zidane's charges are a huge contender for everything when the new season starts. But they better watch out, Verratti is almost in the blue and red side of Spain.
In time, my heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. You feel so right, you feel so right. And how will we ever feel that what we've got is real? There's no denying, there's no denying.
the headlines and the headliners. You get a copy and read through. Paper review on sports this morning. From the goal makers. The investors and the trailblazers. And the ones that determine the jersey numbers. Unforgettable moments. And the all-time great. Paper review on sports this morning. Staying ahead.
Alright guys, welcome back to Sports This Morning, wherever you're watching us. If you're watching us live on our social media platforms, on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm sure you've been having a great time. If you also watched us on StarTimes Channel 124 and UHF 32, it's been a wonderful time. Now, we just brought you the latest from the transfer world as regards to the various clubs. We're talking about United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, and Ronaldo seem to be the big story. Also, we talked about Barcelona and how Verratti could be the missing link in that Barcelona defense. But let's just leave the transfer rumors because they will always come. Now we're moving over to what the papers say. It is time for the newspaper review, and we have, as usual, the trio we'll be reviewing this morning. We have the Sporting Sun, we have the Sporting Life, and of course, Complete Sports to complete the process, just like I always say. But we will not complete the process with Complete Sports. As a matter of fact, we will start the process with Complete Sports. Now, we still have Wilson and Francisca with me, and I will let Wilson, because Francisca seems to be the lady in the you know what I'm saying? For Francisca, let's Wilson. You know, you and I owe you a glass of wine later. We'll share one. Remember? Okay, but let's just let Wilson now.
Alright, we start off with Complete Sports. Big headline here says Morata could cost United £181 million in total transfer bill. Morata could cost United £181 million total deal. CR7 set to leave Real Madrid after tax fraud in Spain. We talked about that earlier. If it comes down a little bit, just below the nameplate, you find here Raw to spy on Cameroon in Russia. Raw to spy on Cameroon in Russia. You know Cameroon will be participating in the Confederation Cup, FIFA Confederation Cup right there in Russia. So United Raw is going to go ahead and do that one and find some information about the team that Nigeria will be finding useful for World Cup qualification. Away from that, you will see here Sanchez doubtful for Cameroon game. Sanchez doubtful for Cameroon game. Also here, if you come down, you will see here that Liverpool want to upload Sacco and Moreno. Liverpool want to upload Sacco and Moreno. Very interesting. Right at the left-hand side of the nameplate right there. If you're a Liverpool fan, I'm pretty sure you want to know why they're letting these two players go rather, and then who they're bringing in the near future. Okay, that's about it from Complete Sports front page. Show there will lot of juicy stories inside the papers for you to enjoy today.
Okay, Francisca, let's find out what we have the latest on the Sporting Life.
Yeah, stories here. So, Sporting Life, Ronaldo quit shock. We know we already talked about that was due to the tax fraud. And picking another story, and I want to talk about down to the local scene, talk about the of Nigeria, and if could advise point in time agent readings.
Very, very interesting. He wants to take complete charge of the team.
That's how it should be.
No. That's not how it should be. That puts you in the position of Arsene Wenger, puts you in the position of Alex Ferguson in the team. He wants that God status at Chelsea, and I don't think they're going to hand it to him.
No, I think he should right now. I think John O'Groats wants. He needs It needs that freedom to operate without any form of interference. And that's what we've been seeing in the Nigerian football of late. And it has really affected our football, I have to say.
I agree with you, because if you actually want to find out what the Detroit is saying, then you have to just go to page 5 of Sporting Life. But not mentioned, he has rejected bribes, other lollies from agents.
What we are concerned about is make sure that just make sure that the list goes through the normal process, which is going through the NFF board of technical committee, and then they get verified on who and who should come and play for us. Because we don't want a case where, as we saw just recently, young players were brought in and they all came to embarrass us. 2-0 against South Africa. I don't think we want to see that again.
So the local scene, let's and it's the young guy we talking about Osime. He says he was rule by Cameroon. It's Lions. That's what
Speak of the devil.
Qualifying games in September, if I am not mistaken. Let me take another one story. Still with the Sporting Life, and here I would say I beg your pardon. Mbappe's family demands emergency meeting with Monaco. Well, we don't know what that seems to be, but if you actually want to find out what that story is actually talking about, then you have to go into the page 10 Sporting Life and you know about that. Just one more back of Sporting Life. And Messi is talking here. He says, Messi gets, sorry, I beg your pardon, talking to now, Valverde saying, Messi gets better and better.
Everyone is just trying to see talking. I don't know why we see that a lot. A new coach comes in and they all go and law all over Ronaldo or Messi. The only person that has not done that in recent history is Rafael Benitez. He's the only coach that has not come out to say Ronaldo is the best player in the world.
What that cost him? It cost him his job.
Truly, he did. He truly did.
I'm sorry, I said one last story, but I think this is very important because we actually discussed this earlier on today. And is Real Madrid saying Mourinho wants 100 million for David.
Okay. You'll get it. Let's just hope so.
No wonder Real Madrid wants to sell Mourinho for 180 million.
Money is the name of the business. Anyway, it's been paper reviews on sports this morning. Let's find out as we wrap up the newspaper segment the latest on the Sporting Sun as we conclude. Now, this one is a very big story, I have to say, and it is saying that Ronaldo says he's ready to quit. Wow. Ronaldo ready to quit. Wow. Now we're reviewing the Sporting Sun just for the record. Now this one says Ronaldo ready to quit. Now details of that story is on the page 3. So grab a copy of the Sporting Sun and read out the details. Alright. Also, to move to the left side, you see this story that has to do with General Raw. And it says that Mikel Moses ready for Cameroon. Good news for Nigeria there. And details of that story is on the page 2 of the Sporting Sun. Now, Napoli rejects 60 million euro Koulibaly bid. Napoli rejects 60 million euro Koulibaly bid. If you come down, you see Bielsa to host 2017 Federations Cup Finals. Bielsa to host 2017 Federations Cup Finals. Still on the Sporting Sun, there's this interesting story. Dr. Oji Uzokalu is saying that I can win World Cup with Eagles in 3 years. Politics and football, ladies and gentlemen, we have a mix. Oh, if you want to find out, stay, because we have a program that's called Sports in the Mix. Politics and football. Oh my goodness. Alright, this one says that Ostapenko to Sean Agon Classic, the lady who just shot to the limelight after she won the Roland Garros, the female version of it. We will go to the back page as we try to wrap up. This one says that Dembele wants Red Devils move. The man who has also been linked with Barcelona says he wants Red Devils move. Alright, that will do it on the newspaper segment of Sports This Morning today. Now, we'll go on a break, and when we come back, it'll be time for us to find out the latest in the Nigerian Professional Football League, the action that will be happening this weekend as we look forward to goals, if there will be plenty in the Nigerian Professional Football League. I said earlier that they are really stingy with goals. If you agree with me, well, let's find out soon. We'll be right back to talk about the Nigerian Professional Football League and the latest from that angle.
We bring you the headlines and the headliners. You get a copy and read through. With a review on sports this morning. From the goal makers. The investors and the trailblazers. The game changers. The policy makers and the game changers on the pitch and the tracks. Headlines and the headliners. You get a copy and read through.
Elimination is not quite clear to all. We now take a look at the countries allowed to participate in this FIFA tournament as well as its historic beginnings. The FIFA Confederations Cup originated in Saudi Arabia and was then known as the King Fahd Cup in 1992. The King Fahd Cup was contested in 1992 and 1995 by the Saudi national side and some continental champions until 1997, when FIFA took over the organization of the tournament and named it the FIFA Confederations Cup. Ever since then, FIFA has hosted the tournament every 2 years around the world. The winners of all 6 continental tournaments alongside the FIFA World Cup winner and host country come together to play at the Confederations Cup. All 8 qualify for the semi-finals, while group winners playing the runners-up from the opposite group. And the winners of the semi-final matches contest for the trophy at the finals. Nigeria took part in the Confederations Cup in 1995. During that competition, Nigeria progressed to the semi-finals goal and penalties.
Palma bien con la curva, casi se tuvo que ajustar para meter bien el empeine. La pelota todavía dio un bote, pero se va al fondo de la cabaña aprovechando excelentemente. Vean cómo se lanza Ramón Ramírez, se recuesta y mete ese zurdazo que pasa. Palma cuando se acaba de controlar, y estas son las pelotas peligrosas las que vienen por aire dentro del área mexicana. Bien en el rechazo de la defensiva. Todavía intenta el equipo nigeriano. La pelota ya un bote, campo sano. A la derecha, disparo, gol. El gol de Nigeria, gol de empate. La pelota no puede botar dentro del área mexicana. Dio un bote en Toronto, peligrosísimo. Y aparece Daniela Mocassi, el número 14. Por la forma en que festejó. Aquí están los nigerianos.
This year, African champions Cameroon, Euro 2016 champions Portugal, and World Cup winners Germany, South American champions Chile, Asian champions Australia, winners of CONCACAF Mexico, and New Zealand, and the host nation Russia will contest for the 2017 FIFA Confederations Cup. In this year's tournament, Russia, Germany, Chile, and Portugal are in Pot 1, while Mexico, Australia, Cameroon, New Zealand are in Pot 2. The games kick off on Saturday, June 17, when host nation Russia play New Zealand, and ends on July 2, 2017. Brazil is the most successful team at the Confederations Cup, having won it 4 times and most recent champions in 2014.
Outside, Petro alongside, It is Pedro for Spain. What a start from Ruiz. Heroic piece of defending. How on earth does he get that out? Start.
But the Samba country will not be partaking this year, having endured a frustrating 2014 World Cup and Copa America. Of all 8 countries at the Confederations Cup, Mexico is the only team to have won it, beating Australia 6-0 at the 1993 finals. This competition is another opportunity for glory for all participants, while also serving as a test run for host nation Russia, who will be welcoming a bigger audience for the 2018 World Cup.
Welcome back to the studios. We're looking at the weekend action of the FIFA Confederations Cup. What will be happening this weekend? You have the world champions, the champions of Europe, the champions of Asia, the champions of America, the champions of Africa, and of course the host country, as well as a couple of other countries. Now, it's interesting to note that Russia will be hosting the showpiece next year, and that's in 2018. Now, for Francisca, let's talk about the chances of these teams. Who do you think will win the Confederations Cup?
Well, for me, I think I would go for Chile. Yes, they are the champions of South Africa. The last time, the last Confederations Cup was America. I think they know that they've done better. Talking about Brazil won it last, and now Chile coming to replicate what Brazil has done. So I think I will be giving Chile that edge. Yes, but I am not supporting our own African country. You know what the Nigerian did in the last Confederations Cup? They went up and so this time around, Africa, I think it's going to be very, very situation for them. It would be very difficult for Africans.
Wilson, your evaluation of Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal, their chances very quickly as you do switch to the Nigerian professional football.
Let's start with Ronaldo and then Portugal. I think it's a good test for them. This is definitely a point to prove. As they won the Euro 2016, many were calling it a fluke. Many were saying that they didn't deserve to win it. They didn't deserve to be the because they barely scaped through most of the quarterfinals and semi-final stages up until the finals. Even when they got the one goal, Coty, that late Andre Gomez goal to put themselves ahead. Right, but this is a perfect opportunity for them to go ahead and prove their mental to the world and show that they are more than just 2016 that we saw. Some players are now within to get gel well within the team, and the receiver is coming up to shape. He's a top striker that I think many should look out for in the Confederations Cup Looking at other teams, I think that Germany also have a point to prove. 2014 World Cup champions definitely coming into this one without some key players as well. Jonathan is retired. Philip Lam is retired. I think Ozil is not coming to this one as well.
Podolski
is also retired. So there are some young players that are coming into the team, getting their chance to go at the major tournament before the World Cup. This is the perfect grooming ground for them. If you want to be the team that can go on to dominate in terms of world football, this is the perfect grooming ground for you to do just that. Mexico also have a chance to do something amazing for themselves. It's been a long time that they actually proved themselves to do something this good, and they won it back in 1990. So it's an opportunity for them. Brazil have been dominating in recent history. Every 4 years, Brazil comes, they get it, and they go back home. Brazil comes, they get it, and they go back home. Now Brazil is not in the mix at all. So I think, Mexico and Chile need to take up an opportunity to showcase themselves properly. Chile have not been having it good. We have to say, the very matches that they played, they've not been completely convincing. Their last game, they drew 2-2 after Mendel was sent off. I'm not sure if Mendel will be playing when the game actually kicks off. I think the FIFA rule is if you are suspended during the friendly, it affects your international game. So maybe Mendel will not be able to play their first game or first 3 games to see what happens as time goes on. But I think it's a great opportunity for involved. Cameroon need to do they need to do Africa proud because many people from Africa will be looking out to see what Cameroon can do. We also said that would be a good scouting ground for Nigeria to go and see how Cameroon like to play football and probably catch a thing or two on how to beat them. But we'll be looking out for them and hoping that they do what at least get to the next round. At least just get to the next round.
Fantastic. So you can catch the Confederations Cup, the FIFA Confederations Cup live here on DMX, and it's really going to be wonderful, trust me. Now let's move over to the Nigerian Professional Football League, where we have a couple of fixtures coming up tomorrow. I beg your pardon, coming up this weekend. Now the weekend is going to be so loaded. We have this news because just one match was played on Friday, and it actually ended. Lobby Stars 1, Rivers United 0. Lobby Stars 1, Rivers United 0. We're going to go and scroll the fixtures on your screen so you can see exactly what we have for you. Very quickly, let's give you the fixtures. Lobby Stars, of course, they won Rivers United by a lone goal. And also, Kano Pillars will be in action against MFM. Also, Shooting Stars will play against ABS FC. Then, Ifan Yoruba will host Wiki Tourists. And the Niger Tornadoes will play host to Enugu Rangers. Aqua United will play Katsina United, while Economy Warriors will play Remo Stars. Nasarawa United will play against Enyimba International, who are currently seated 4th on the log of the Nigerian Professional Football League table. In other matches, Abia Warriors will play host to the league leaders Plateau United, and Sunshine Stars will play Gombe United. Just to give you a sneak peek of what it looks like on the table, Plateau United are on top with 45 points from 24 matches. MFM are second with 40 points from 24 matches. Lobby Stars, they moved up as a result of the victory. Rivers United, now that they are in the 3rd position, they are closely followed by Enyimba on 38 points. FC Yoruba are 5th with 37 points. Let's move over to the bottom half of the table, where you have the final 3 teams. The bottom 3 teams on 18th position after 24 games with 27 points is Gombe United. Remo Stars are 19th on the log, and they have played 24 games and they have accumulated 26 points with a -4 goal difference. The Shooting Stars are placed rock bottom as a result of conceding 9 goals, -9 goals in the process. Guys, the prospects for this weekend, do you see any change on the table of the Nigerian Professional Football League?
Most of the teams that are vying for victory, MFM are going away from home, and we know what away fixtures mean. Plateau United are also going away from home to Abia Warriors, so we know what away fixtures mean. So it looks like there will be no major change in the NPFL this coming week, because I don't think that there's anyone. I don't think MFM or Plateau United can get a victory over Kano Pillars and Abia. It's going to be very tough for them.
Alright, it's going to be very tough, and that's on the note we draw the curtains on today's edition of Sports this morning. It's been an amazing time. Remember that you can join us on our social media platform. Our handle is at DBN Africa. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then we'll definitely get back to you. On behalf of the entire production crew, from Wilson, Francisca, and I, and every other person operating from the backside and the flip side, we want to say thank you for joining us, and it is bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his 8th appearance in the Fantasy ATP World Tour Finals, and the world
Covington. On their feet at Wells Fargo Center. The lob for Covington. Yes!